welcome to my channel and to another weigh-in. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I think I beat the birds. I've been up, well, I ain't been up with the chickens. I've been up before the chickens. I was up at 3:15 this morning. Listen, it gets old. Anyway, I don't know if y'all noticed, I did not do a what I can eat video yesterday, because I'm gonna tell you what, I filmed my food. I filmed all day, but then when it come time to settle down, I was not in the mood to make a video. So I got all the footage on my phone. I can make it now if I wanted to, but I don't. So that's why we didn't have one last night. Anyway, we're here for this abysmal weigh. I'll tell you what I weighed, and then we'll talk about it in a minute. I weighed in at 320.8 for a gain of 5.6. That puts me at 56.3. I told you the other day, whatever video that was, that I went all out on Mother's Day, and I did. I didn't think it was going to be 5 pounds, but when I gain, I gain. I've gained 12 pounds before. So, I expected a gain. I knew I'd be a gain. Every bite I put in my mouth, I'm like, told David, well, I'm going to gain this week. Well, I'm going to gain this week. Did it stop me? No. Listen, I got my Queen Bee mug. The bees ain't out this morning, but I want them to know who is their queen. And they need to leave me alone. So, Sunday can only be described as I ate like I was going to the electric chair. We had a normal breakfast, normal on plan, everything was fine. And then our brunch was Bojangles. We had biscuits, because I did not want to cook. I did not want to cook, but I did make a dessert. I made a chocolate cake with cream cheese icing, because I asked Mama, I said, I'm making a chocolate cake from scratch. Oh, so good. I said, you want chocolate or you want cream cheese? She said cream cheese. So that's what it was. It was homemade too. So good. Well, y'all know how I am about the baked goods. Listen, I did not trip and fall into that cake. I sauntered up to that cake and said, how you doing? Listen, I can sit here and laugh about this because, yeah, I gained 5 pounds, but I'll get it back off. It was one day. It was a purposeful day. Later on that night, we went to Whataburger, because I'm like, I don't want to cook supper either. Yeah, I take a day off if I want to. If I can take a day off on Mother's Day, I don't see the harm in that. So we went and got our Whataburger. So I ate all day. I ate out twice, and I ate cake. And I ate cake more than one time. I did end up throwing the last little bit of it away. Had to. But here's the thing. I didn't mess up on Saturday, think, oh, I'm going to just fall apart on Sunday. I didn't eat on Sunday and then mess up on Monday going, oh, well, I ate bad on Sunday. No, Sunday was a day of celebration, an all-day celebration. I knew I was going to eat the way I ate. Didn't know exactly what. The Bojangles, I didn't even decide until like the night or the night before, the day of. We knew we was getting together. Maybe it's the night before. Got everybody's order, and then it was just me and David went up. We sat in the car and ate up at the Whataburger. But there was 7 days last week. I only ate rough on one day. The rest of the week I stayed on plan. So that 5 pounds came from that one day. It could not have come from the other 6 days, because I did what I was supposed to do. Now, I'm going to have to buckle down. I don't see that I'm going to lose that 5 pounds this coming week. I don't see that happening. But I'm going to buckle down and make sure that I do what I'm supposed to do. So, I'm not beating myself up over it. Listen, I have told y'all before, and I will tell you again and again and again, even though we are on a weight loss journey, we still have a life to live. We have to have some days that are enjoyable. And if food on one day, on Mother's Day, was enjoyable to me, and to be with my family was enjoyable to me, and eat the food they ate was enjoyable to me, I think I can take a day. Father's Day's coming up, and I was like, might do it on Father's Day, but I'm more apt to cook on Father's Day because it's for David, and he's more apt to want something that I cook. Now, I'm not saying it'll be healthy, because whatever he wants, that's what he gets. No Memorial Day, we don't, pig out on Memorial Day. If we grill, we just grill, no big whoop-de-doo on that. So, on my birthday, I don't get all, crazy. We might go to Sonny's or something, but it's not like a whole day event. And then, like I was saying on my video the other day, I don't really have any day that I don't care until it comes to Halloween. Halloween, I'm going to party. Thanksgiving, I'm going to eat my Thanksgiving. And Christmas, I'm going to party. So the fall into the wintertime is the hardest time. But if you pick, let's just say 4 days out of the year, how many days are in a year? Let's think about that. 365. 365 days. If you pull 4 days out of the year, let's say you pull 10 days out of the year, I don't care. Say you pull 1 day a month, 12 days out of the year. How many days does that leave you of doing good? How is 10 days out of a whole 365 going to make you ruin your whole weight loss journey? It's not. Now, if you pull, 2, 3, 4, 5 days a month, well, then I'm saying you're going to maybe be not doing so hot. But lately I have not been doing one a month, not even eating out. We've been doing what we're supposed to be doing because, I don't know. I think eating out now does me more harm even 1 day a week than it used to when I first started 4 years ago. 4 years ago, when I did Simply Feeling, we ate out every single weekend. I used my 49 weekly points, and then I did not count what I ate out. And I lost weight. Can't do that this day. Not this time. I can't do that right now. So I'm not going to tempt it. I'm not going to try. But my point is, you can have a few days a year. As long as you're on the rest of the year, them few days are not going to make or break you. 5 pounds is not going to make or break me. I'll get it off. It's taken me forever. Yes, it is. But don't tell me that because I had 1 day of living my life that I don't want it. So please don't tell me that, because I do want it. But I do still want to live a life. So that's all we're going to talk about that. Now, what was I going to tell you? Let me take a sip and think what I was going to tell you. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. I had my doctor's appointment. I told you the other day, I said, if you want to know, you have to watch today. So here's today. It was my endocrinologist. He's the one that tends to my diabetes, right? Well, 6 months ago, my A1C was 6. So, not bad, but higher than he likes. He likes 4.8 to 5.6. To him, he considers that normal, in the normal range. Guess what it was the other day when I went? Guess. 5.6. I was right there on it. Right there on it. From 6 months ago, I dropped 4/10 of a point. From 6 to 5.6. So, whatever I'm doing something right. I might not be losing weight hand over fist, but I'm eating right because it's showing up in my A1C. And that is huge. That is huge. Now, I had lost weight too. So he doesn't care how much weight you lose. As long as you're going down, he says you're doing the right thing. So I lost 10 pounds. The last 6 months, I lost 10 pounds. Okay, let's have a party about it. No, you can't have a party over 10 pounds in 6 months. But the fact that I'm going down, that's good. So anyway, I was thrilled over 5.6. That's what I was excited to tell you. Listen here, she gave me a new meter. She gave it to me, one of them one-touch fancy ones, right? Well, she sent a prescription in for the lancets and the strips. I tried to use their little lancing gadget. I couldn't. I just could not get it to pull back to, pull the trigger. I just couldn't get it to work right. So I just stuck it back in there. I'm going to use my little one from CVS because it works good. But the test strips, even after insurance, they were like $125. And so I looked on the CVS app and it was like 200 strips. Well, the man tells me I don't have to check my sugar set 4 times a week. That's what he said. That's right, 4 times a week. None of this 2 times a day. Well, the nurse wrote the prescription. And then he told me, 4 times a week. I told that girl at the CVS, I'm like, honey, are there any way to get less of those things? Because that will last me almost a year, and I don't really want to pay no $125 at this time. So she said she would talk to the pharmacist, and I was stopping there because where I go to Harris Teeter, that whole area in the same parking lot area, close enough. You can get to parking lot without going back on the main road, what I'm trying to say. I go to CVS and get my medicine. I go to Harris Teeter and get my groceries. And then I go to the pet store and get Flair's bugs. Well, I told her, I got to go to the grocery store, so you can do whatever. And if I get the text that it's ready or whatever, I'll come back. I never did get the text. So they're going to have to change something. I ain't paying $125 for almost a year's worth. Where's the test strips? Not at this time. So y'all know the other day on my what I eat video, I was eating at the kitchen sink because they was fixing this road over here, and I had to see what they was doing because we have had a pothole and all around it was tore up for years, and they'll come over like once a year and like spray some stuff in there and fill up the hole, and then it keeps digging out and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So finally they cut a humongous long strip around that. I mean, way bigger than they needed, and across the road a strip so it made like a T. I don't know what they were. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, they left a mess. I told David, I said, did you look at that yard? Because it's on our side yard on the other side of the retaining wall. And I said, did you see that? I said, they left that dirt dug up. I said, you're going to have to go out there and rake and put all that down, or you're not going to be able to mow. He's like, oh, you know what I'm going to do? He said, I'm going to dig that dirt up and put it in the garbage can so they can haul it back to their own place. Well, then yesterday I heard the trucks, and they was setting up their little blockade, the little cones, where you can't get up the street. I'm like, what are they doing now? They come along and spread gravel on the side of the road where it was dug up. So now he's going to have to mow and then go along and weed eat at the gravel, because he'll fling rocks. I mean, he will fling rocks. He'll cut his legs all to pieces. So I think they made it worse. If they'd have just let him go out there and fix the dirt, he could have just mowed it. But now it's just made it harder on him. So you get one thing fixed, you get something else messed up. Listen, let me tell you this. So we had a shredder, one of them industrial. I call it industrial kind. I got it when our office closed up. I mean, they closed it. They just closed it. It was a big company, and then we just had a small little office uptown. And so they just closed us up. So I got the shredder. Nice shredder. Had little wheels on it, to pull out bucket, what you call it, trash can that sticks in, I don't know, pull out thing, compartment, I don't know. Well, it died. And that thing, I don't know how old it was. I don't know how old it was before I got it. Well, it died. we had a grocery bag full of stuff we need to shred. Because I don't throw anything with any personal information in the garbage can. No, not whatsoever. If it even looks like it's got personal information, it's going to get shredded. Well, after it broke, our stuff started piling up, and I told David, I said, well, the city has this shredded day where you can take anything like movies, CDs, papers, whatever you want. They let you take a lot of it too. Because I've done it before. I said, but I don't know when it is. I'm going to tell you what, if it wasn't within the week of me telling him that, it posted on the Facebook, our shredded day's coming up this Saturday, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, all right, all you have to do is, I had it in the trunk. You just drive up, they get it, they dump it in the garbage can right in front of you, and then they take it up, and the little arms pick it up, and it dumps it in the big shredder truck. So there you go. Got rid of that. Well, anyway, he's like, well, we got to get us a new shredder. So I went on Amazon. I found a nice one. It was a nice one. Same style, just no wheels. You can pull out the thing, where all the paper goes, and empty it. You can put a bag in it too, so you can just collect the bag up. Well, he's over there. He's taking it out of the box. He's at the bar. I'm sitting on my chair. He pulls it out, and then he pulled out this big book. I said, what is that? I'm being you know what I'm saying? I'm like, surely they do not have a big book going with the shredder. You put the paper in, and it shreds, and there you go. That's it. So, he got it out and everything. I said, just throw that book in with the box. We don't need that. We go put it in there in the middle room where the computer is. We get it set up, get it plugged in. I get it turned on. I put the paper in there. It won't move. I bet I redid the switches here, the switches there, because it's got like forward, backwards, nothing. It's got a lock on it. I was moving everything, and every time I put that paper in, it would not move. It was not budging. So I told him, I said, go get the damn book. He starts dying laughing. I mean, he's about to pass out. He goes, we don't need that book. All you do is put the paper in it and it shreds. So while he's going to get the book, I'm still fiddling with it. Turns out it was not seated on the garbage can part of it properly. I guess there's like sensors in there, and so when I set it down, yep, it turned on. So the book probably would have told us that, but I found it before we had to look. I just thought it was funny because that's what I get for being I done told you what I was. It was that same little card. So I don't know what there was anything else I was going to tell you. Tell you about the doctor. Let me tell you this, my washing machine saga. I ain't got a washing machine yet. Knock on wood, if I ain't jinxing it, I'm supposed to get it today. That is 3 weeks. It was a week. We ordered it, then we had to wait a week. And we've been supposed to be getting it delivered every other day for 2 weeks. We said we would give them, because over the weekend, you get a call the night before, and we kept getting the calls. Didn't come in on the truck. We get another call. Didn't come in on the truck. So then that weekend came, and Sunday night, I called and told them, I said, where is my washing machine? She told me it probably ain't from the manufacturer over to the warehouse. So I'm like, well, you know what? If the website said it wasn't in stock, we wouldn't have bought it. We bought it because it matches our dryer. We would have just gone somewhere in, person and got something, whether it matched or not, which it wouldn't match because it's come from Sears. And because David has looked, he can't find one. He can find a refurbished one. I'm like, no, I ain't paying for no refurbished washing machine. They break brand new. I ain't getting one somebody else done had fixed. So I said, well, they said they moved it to Thursday, the 12th. I said, they didn't call over the weekend. Do you want to give them one more shot to call us and talk to us in person and say these little automated things. He could say, okay, we'll give him one more shot, one more chance, and then we're getting our money back. Well, knock on wood, no jinx, fingers crossed, we didn't get a phone call last night that said, hey, we didn't get your thing on the truck. But we did get the automated thing that said delivery today is between 11:45 and 1:45. So I told David I won't believe it till I see it. So I may or may not be getting a washing machine today. I don't know. If not, I'm going to have to go back to the laundromat. Listen, there ain't nothing wrong with the laundromat unless you just don't want to go. It's not like back when we had the house undone, you know, where we ripped it apart and redid it. Gosh, how long I had to go to the laundromat every week, every week for, oh my gosh, I don't know. There's that same little vehicle. Oh, what are you doing this morning? So I don't have I'm glad the laundromats are there, but gosh, it's a pain when you're so used to having a washing machine. We take a lot for granted, do we not? We take a lot for granted. Having a washing machine and just being able to just walk in there and use it without giving thought to it. Listen, that's a privilege. That's what I'm trying to say. Having a washer and dryer is a privilege. When we do go to the laundromat, we just wash and then we bring it home and just dry it all here. But when I used to have to go, I would have to do it all because I didn't have a washing machine or a dryer. There for a while, we didn't even have a bathroom. We had to go somewhere else to go to the bathroom for I don't know how long. Good little bit. In my friend's house to take a shower. He gave me a key. Rest in peace. Lord, I miss that boy. But I had a key to his house and we could just come and go as we pleased. Boy, those were some hard times. That's when I had to wash all my dishes out on the patio with the hose pipe. Listen, before I had my stove hooked up, I couldn't even wash with hot water. I just had to do what I could do. I just had to wash what I could wash. Lay it out all on the table to dry in the sun, and the dishes we were having were where we had a little. At first we couldn't do anything. We ate every meal out, or we ate a sandwich or something, and then we got a little like camping refrigerator, so we could keep some sandwich stuff in there. We could eat little things like that. Still didn't have nothing plugged in a microwave, nothing like that. And then we got the house, because we were all living in the big room. And then the house got the sheetrock done, and of course we had electricity. So the back bedroom we set up as a little temporary kitchen. So I had this little small convection oven that I found at the VV, and that's what we heated everything in. I had that and a coffee pot, and that's all I had. So anything that we could heat up and eat in a bowl or a cup, then I would have to take that out there and wash it. Then I got my kitchen cabinets in, I got my stove in, but I didn't have a sink and I didn't have water for a long time. So I could cook on the stove. Didn't have my microwave yet. I could cook on the stove, but then I had to go outside and wash all my dishes. So I did that for a long time till it come up to December. I'm gonna tell you what, it was cold all the way up to December, and finally I was out there one day and I thought my hands were gonna fall off from the cold water, and I walked in the house and I said, that's it. I'll not wash another dish outside. You better get my sink put in. I got my sink put in. Listen, men, bless their heart, if they're not doing something, then they don't realize what an inconvenience it is. You can tell them, but they don't know it if they ain't experienced it. So sometimes you just have to be kind of bossy about things. Like, dude, this ain't working. We got to fix this. So, listen, across the street over here, I do not know what they are building, You know, I told you sitting here I could look, and I said it looks like they poured some footings. Well, that's what it is, because they got stacks of bricks brought out there and some sand, but they're gonna make their mortar, you know, to put the bricks. Honey, it's not even graded down flat. They never come in and packed it down. It's not set there to pack down. There's a big hill off the back. It looks like a big hill of dirt that the kids will play King of the Hill on. I kid you not. Me and David were like, we wouldn't live in that house for love. I'm assuming it's a house because there's 2 plots of bricks, and so we were thinking apparently no apartments means we're probably not zoned for apartments. Thank goodness. But we can't figure out what in the world they're going to build over there. It's going to be, it's going to be one of them houses that it's going to fall in 6 months. And I'm going to sit here and watch them build it just like I did these houses across the street. That one across the street in front of me. They don't realize that one of their roof rafters hit the ground. I mean, they had it up, pulling it up with the rope. They had no crane or nothing. You ought to seen it was an elaborate rope system. Men on the roof. They had already put up the first story. They were putting up the roof rafters for the second story. Men on the roof, men on the ground with ropes, pulling them up. It was a sight to behold. I watched all these houses being built. They over $300,000, and mine's built better than theirs. I can tell you that right now, because I seen how this one was built. David Maness, listen, the inspector come on one of the things he was inspecting. He said, "You building an airplane." That's how tight he built this house. Now it's not finished. There's things we need to do. We need new windows, because I don't like these windows, and he don't either. And but these houses across the street, they slammed them up. I mean, just boom. The ones down there in front of my cousin, she said, you ought to seen them. She said the concrete in the middle of one of them, because they're on slabs, the concrete in the middle of one of them cracked. She said she don't know how they got that fixed, because they did not tear the house down. They didn't redo it. They fixed it. She said they were trying to put the siding on, and it was just bubbling on them, and they kept putting it on. So that house in front of us got rain. That was the monsoon season, when I told you all that trouble we had with the rain falling in the ceiling in the house, having to get the water out of the tarp up here. That's when that house over there, the wood on that house was saturated for weeks, probably 2 months. I bet it sat out there in the rain for 2 months. I'm not even joking, before they could finish that house. So I guarantee you they got some warped walls in that house, and they're expensive. They're over there's one house right here, the second one, the biggest one, is almost $400,000. You know how I know? Because I looked. I wanted to know. I looked on Zillow. I wanted to know how much these houses that I watched go up went for. Listen, it ain't done nothing but make my house value go up, but still, golly, that's a lot of money for a house. I just can't imagine. I just can't imagine. It ain't no wonder these kids today can't get a house at prices like that. It's hard on these youngins. It's hard on these youngins. So anyway, I think that's all. I think that's all we was going to talk about. That my hand is going to sleep. I am clutching this coffee like they're going to quit making it tomorrow. Could you imagine? So let me. Seriously, my fingers are asleep. But I don't think there was nothing else I was going to tell you. Pretty much got it all. So, that is all I know today. Yep. Had the big old gain. Ain't worried about it. Don't like it. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, la-di-da, I got a gain. I'm okay with it, but I'm not okay. I mean, I'm not okay with it. I gotta lose it. You know, it makes that much 5 more pounds onto what I got to do. I got to re-lose that I've lost, but I'm not gonna sit here and slap myself in the head over it. So it was Mother's Day. I did it. I enjoyed it. I moved on. I didn't let it derail me. I didn't carry it into Monday. at all. Not at all. 0% did I carry it into Monday. It was one day and it was over. So that's all I know. Hold on a minute. All right, that was a truck. That was loud. I seen him when he was coming. But I tell you, Southern boys in their trucks. All right, well, that's all I know. I will tell you this. My meal prep video won't go up till Sunday because part of my prep is rotisserie chicken, and we're not doing that till Saturday night. I'm not getting up Saturday morning at 6 o'clock when I normally start my meal prep. Rotisserie no chickens. That's going to be for supper Saturday night. So the meal prep, the video won't go up until Sunday. So that's it. That's all I know. Okay, I'll see you in my next video.